The Brownwood Reunion is an event where people come that have lived here before.
You know, it is unique being called the Brownwood Reunion.
It shows off our community.
You know, Brownwood's a wonderful place to live, and we're just kind of showcasing that.
It's an opportunity for people to come out and get to know Brownwood.
Brownwood Reunion to me is exactly what it says. It's not only having company come in from out of town, but it's a great chance for us to be family again.
Yeah, it's great. It's a lot of fun.
It just feels like home.
Well, it's that time again for the 2011 Brownwood Reunion celebration. We have the Midway that's going to be here. They'll be operating during the festival hours. They will have wristbands for sale. They're $25. Tickets are $1. On Saturday and Sunday, you'll have 2 sessions of the wristbands. Those times will be posted once they arrive. But we've also got everything from a rock climbing wall to the human-sized hamster balls that you can get inside and have races with your friends. We've got the bungee jump where you harness in, you get on a trampoline, and you sit there and it's a reverse bungee. So it's a lot of fun. It was here last year. Kids loved it. We're going to have the petting zoo inside Children's World this year. Of course, our corn tubs for the kids to play in are back, and that is always the popular item for Kids Zone for them to come in and they just play and have a good time in that, as well as the bounce houses. We'll have face painters. We'll have the pony rides. Of course, our concert lineups with Eddie Money here on Friday night and Easton Corbin on Saturday and Group 1 Crew and Todd Agnew on Sunday. $15 to get you into the weekend for concerts. You can't beat that price. It's just a really awesome lineup that we've got. Of course, all of our other stages that we have a reptile discovery program that's coming. He will have all kinds of crocodiles and huge turtles. We've got Hands on a House is back, of course. That's always a fun game, especially when you want to go by and either help support someone that you know that's on the house, or you want to kind of heckle the other contestants and see if you can't get one of them to move their hand and be out of the game. Our magic show is brought to you by State Farm Insurance for David Hyra. This is his 3rd year that he'll be here, and he's a great musician. People really love him. We've got our Military World that'll be coming back. We have the Old Jail Museum, and they'll be doing 2 shows, one at 2 and one at 4 at the Old Jail Museum and the Firearms Museum. And that is located right across the street from the courthouse in downtown Brownwood. They're going to have an old shootout. So it'll be kind of fun. You might see some weird looking old characters kind of walking around downtown. If you do, then that's what they're there to pique your interest to go and watch their shootout. We've got all kinds of contests that are going to be here. The cake-off contest and cupcake cake-off. We've got the photo contest. We've got the 5K, 10K, of course, sponsored by the Brownwood Regional Medical Center and Landmark Life Insurance. We have our barbecue cook-off that'll be here. It's sponsored by Lone Star Beer. All kinds of vendors that are going to be up and down Vendor Row, selling all kinds of homemade items as well as upscale items. Going to be a blast. Don't forget our parade. It will be Saturday morning at 10 o'clock is when it starts, and the race starts on Saturday at 7:30. All of our information is on our website at celebratebrownwood.com. All of our entry forms are on there. You can sign up for anything on there. You can pay on there. We do take PayPal, and so just get online and see what's there and sign up and get your entry forms in for any and all of the things. Everything is here. So it's a really great time, and we have fun, and come out and join us. You don't want to miss it.
Each year with the reunion on Saturday morning, we have a 5K and 10K run and a 1.5 mile walk. We've done the 5K run for 11 years now, and this is the 2nd year for the 10K run. There are both individual and team competitions with both of the runs. And we've got 8 age categories in each, each run. So basically, we've got a category from everyone, from kids under 10 years old to adults over 60, with first, second, and third place awards for each age category. We also have a team trophy for the winning team in each category, 5K and 10K. The teams consist of 5 runners each, and they can come from anywhere. We have a lot of local businesses that enter teams. The company I work for has 15 people entered, so we've entered 4 teams. We take the top 3 fastest times from each team, and then the fastest overall is awarded the trophy for each division. I believe last year we had just short of 300 that entered the 5K. We had, I know it was 79 that did the 10K. Of course, it was the first year for the 10K. Each year our numbers have been increasing. I believe that's been true the entire time over the 11 years, and we hope for the same this year. We've increased each year somewhere between 10 and 15%, and we're hoping to do the same this year. The 5K route basically winds through the Howard Payne campus as well as downtown, and it begins and ends at the Lennis Railroad Museum. The 10K route follows the same route as the 5K with an extension in the middle of the route. So basically we break off the 5K route somewhere around the 1 mile point and then come back into it later, but it does follow the entire 5K route as well. Our sponsors this year are Brownwood Regional Medical Center and Landmark Life. They're both Brownwood businesses, and we're very proud to have them as sponsors. I believe both of them have been involved for multiple years, so we're really appreciative of that. For the top individuals in the male and female categories, Spartan Racing is offering a free entry to a race in Glen Rose in December. It's around $100 value. I think it's just a great way to kind of show our civic pride here, as well as some of our historic, buildings and different things we have within the community. Howard Payne is great. They've got a great campus that we showcase in the runs themselves. We run through the campuses, and downtown is great. We've got the newly renovated Lyric Theater that we'll be running by, and we just have a lot of pride in our community and would like to show that. So.
This is a competition that you've seen at some other fairs and events in Texas, but it's basically very simple. We build a playhouse, and we give this playhouse away to the winner of the competition at the end of the weekend. And the competition is to put your hand on the house, and the last person standing will win the house. So that's really as simple as it is. We incorporate a lot of different aspects into the 3 days, but we start Friday afternoon about 5 o'clock, and we'll have a contestant meeting. We'll actually put them in t-shirts and gloves, and they need to be at the event about 5 o'clock, and we'll actually put them on the house at about 5 o'clock on Friday afternoon. We're currently taking applications to compete, and we do have a number of people that have entered, but we're looking for more. We hopefully will have about 16 contestants, and part of the competition will be a food drive that will benefit 2 local charities. It's the Good Samaritan Ministries here in Brownwood will be one, and the other one is the St. John's Food Pantry. So there'll be about a 5-minute break every hour, and we'll go completely through the night, all Friday night, Saturday morning. Hopefully we'll still have some contestants. We always have. We've actually had contestants as many as 4 or 5 on Sunday at noon. But throughout the competition, we have mini competitions that helps eliminate the competitors. This will be our 6th year to participate as a sponsor in the Brownwood Reunion. And we keep adding things each year. that seems like it really makes it fun. So this is the first year that the Brownwood ISD shop class is actually building the playhouse. And we plan on recognizing those students that built the house Saturday afternoon. The house is actually a replica of an old drive-in restaurant here in Brownwood called Lindsay's Drive-In. You know, it is unique being called the Brownwood Reunion. A lot of people think, oh, it's a high school reunion. It's a chance for all the people that did live in Brownwood to come home.
It used to be that everybody would ride trains to go to Grandma's house and, you know, go shopping in Fort Worth or Dallas, and people remember riding the train to go to Neiman Marcus. Martin and Frances Lennis were, well, Martin was a railroad employee for Santa Fe for 50 years. And he collected all kinds of railroad memorabilia, including big ones like the caboose outside and the business car and the Crest Depot. And she collected all kinds of railroad things too, especially the china. So their collection was huge. And they left all the railroad items to the city of Brownwood to start a railroad museum. The museum opened its grand opening during Reunion 2007. The museum is one of the cornerstones of the whole Reunion area, and from our corner over here we have exhibits on railroad history, Brownwood history, and so on, but we also have lots of model trains running, from the smallest one, which is only this tall, to one of the largest, which is what we're going to be opening this reunion. This is the locomotive here that will be pulling the train that we'll be taking people on rides with. And it's going to be located right next door to the museum on the other side of the silos. And everyone can come and ride on the train as many times as they like. They got to get back in line again. The museum is going to be open during the same hours as all the vendors. It's cool in here. So if you need to cool off from the weekend activities, it's cool inside the building. Plus then you can ride the train, then come back in the museum. Once we stamp your hand, you're taken care of in the museum. We have so many model trains running, and the kids have such a wonderful time. And the big thing that everybody says is, wow, this is really good. I didn't know Brownwood had such a nice museum. And so we're the surprise. Brownwood Reunion has, I think, changed a lot of the dynamics of the city and a lot of the citizens of the city. It was an event that started out kind of as a dream, nothing close to what it was, and I was sharing with my son the other day, never dreamed in 9 years that we would see it where it is today. I actually started with the Brownwood Reunion celebration in its second year, and have led the organization of the food court vendors for the last 9 years. The food is a major component of the reunion. I learned that early on in the second year, and we started out with about 7 food vendors. This year we'll entertain closer to 23 food vendors. And historically, we have coordinated all of the food vendors for the event. As the event has grown over the years, obviously we have been able to grow with our food court vendors. This year, in a large spurt of growth, we have added a second food court that will be down on the vendor row, and we'll add an additional 6 new food court vendors to the event this year. So we're excited about that. With the opening of the second food court, that will allow us to expand even more next year. We're going to test the waters this year with that second food court. So I'm going to encourage anybody that thinks they want to be a participant in the Brownwood Reunion Celebration Food Court or any of the other venues, to go online. It's celebratebrownwood.com. Download your applications and get them into us. We'll definitely hold on to them and return the call and see about bringing you in next year. We want to see things happen in Brownwood, good positive things. Brownwood Reunion Celebration has brought a lot of people into Brownwood that may not have come otherwise, and they see the city and they see the things that have happened here. They see the history, which it has a beautiful history. It's a great place to raise a family, a great place to live, and a great Christian community. It just feels like home.
We have an amateur and professional division. They can come in, bring their cakes, and they decorate them under the watchful eye of judges and audience. Then the little ones, which is going to be the cupcake battle, they're ages 5 to 13. They can bring 1 cupcake, 3 cupcakes, 6 cupcakes, but they have to decorate the cupcakes here. And they'll be judged on taste, theme, and decoration. Last year was our first annual. We had minimal contestants, but it was great. They all did really good, and it was a wide range of what they brought and what they did. And the girls that won it had like a 4 or 5 layer cake. I'm hoping that we have more contestants, of course, this year. Like I said, we're having professional and the amateur division. I'd like to see at least 4 teams on each, because it's teams. You can 2, 3, 4, same thing with the cupcake battle. Everything's done here in the Lennis Train Museum, and it's the coolest spot in the Brownwood Reunion, I might add. It's $2 to get in. Of course, it's free for the contestants. It starts at 9 o'clock for the cake decorating, and we're going to have the cupcake battle at 4. Brownwood Reunion is fun every year. It's fun for the kids, it's fun for the whole family. It's great. Mainly it's a family weekend. It's great, it's lots of fun. Plus Eddie Money's gonna be here. Easton Corbin, are you kidding me? Yeah, it's great, it's a lot of fun.
Brownwood Reunion to me is exactly what it says. It's not only having company come in from out of town, but it's a great chance for us to be family again. We have been together for 11 years. I was on the first committee that started, and to get to see everybody again every year is really kind of a homecoming. Yeah, I'm very excited. And of course, I'm always excited. We've had a good 11 years, but this is, to me, just a step up above getting us where we need to be. We have got a rock show coming to town. We have sponsorship of Kohler and Winley Broadcasting, bringing us Eddie Money for the featured artists. And then we roll into Saturday, and we have Easton Corbin, hot upcoming country artist coming, and his sponsors are Kohler and KOXC and Lone Star. We've had great artists every year, but this is probably the first time that we've ever been able to bring you a great classic rock act. We're also adding Sunday with the sponsorship of Howard Payne University. We're bringing in Todd Agnew and Group 1 Crew. So we have got a songwriter stage. We have a front porch picking venue, and that predominantly has some bluegrass on there, but at the end of the afternoon, I think at 5 o'clock, we actually have a nice classic rock band called Blackbird that's going to be coming on that stage to kind of close out and get everybody in the mood to come in for Eddie Money. And then we also have our famous Carnegie Corner stage, and one of my favorites, children about 6 years old to 18. That is free. Those stages during the day are free. Then the concerts that we have at night not only are great artists, but have we told you the price for these things? They're $15 for a 3-day pass. And we've got a new website this year, so everybody get on there and start looking at it for this year, but that way be familiar with it for next year. But it's celebratebrownwood.com, and that way you're never lost. You can always find out what we've got going on, and it is so hard to get the stages now done because we have a waiting list of people trying to get in. I'm hoping that we can stay on this same format. I would like to see Brownwood and the Brown County area step up and support us in this rock. The bigger the reunion gets and the more stability we have behind us, we would love to be able to have all kinds of different music. I mean, even during the day, who knows, we may end up having so many stages. We've got polka going on and Tejano going on, and I would love that because I don't think you could have enough music.
Our car club is the Heartland Cruisers. This is the third year we've done the show. Each year we have different cars for the car show. We do it as a service to the reunion committee. I think we have like 52 cars. Each year we have all different cars. This year the theme is 60s, so it'll be all 60s model cars. Also, we're going to have a pedal car display in the lobby. We're going to have some old motorcycles. We're going to raffle a pedal car, and so the car show's free for people to come see. We do have sponsors: Brownwood Ford, Ryan Construction, and the radio station The Breeze are our sponsors. We have a cruise night on Tuesday at the Sonic, and a lot of times there's 20 to 25 cars show up every Tuesday. The website is celebratebrownwood.com, and people can go there and look and see what we're going to have at the celebration. It's more than just the car show, but the car show is a big part. Last year we give 5 awards for People's Choice. Last year we had 6,000 people vote. This 59 Buick is one that'll be here. All of the cars, let's see, there's Corvettes, we have Volkswagens, we have a large showing of Volkswagens, Carvers, which were 60s, big in the 60s. Don't think we have any really out-and-out show cars, but some are pretty unusual. So it'd be nice to look at.
The reunion to me, well, it's a lot of work because it takes volunteers to pull it off, but that's okay, it's good. It's a way to draw our community together. We have wonderful volunteers in this community for all different things, and so this brings a whole different group of people together that may have never met each other or never would have met each other if it hadn't been for the reunion bring it together. It's just a big community effort, and so it's important for our community to be involved and to, you know, have a festival. Right now, this time of the year, and we're all kind of hot and drought and all of that, we need something that's festive and fun to do, so the reunion's the place to come. This is my 11th year with the Brownwood Reunion celebration, and we will be bringing in, of course, the local recruiters here locally come in and set up and do a great job with it. We are bringing in the 21st Cavalry again this year from Fort Hood. We know we're going to be bringing in an Apache. Hopefully we'll be able to get a Huey or something else. We're hoping to probably land them right after the parade so people can do the parade, and if they want to come down and watch them land, which is an awesome, awesome thing to do, they'll be able to do that. People can come down at that point and enjoy looking at the choppers, talking to the pilots and all of the crew down there, just kind of see what's going on with our military right now. The military part of the reunion to us to me, is vitally important. We have a very strong connection with our military. You can see I'm standing here in the background. This is from the war park out by the hospital. And we have a very strong history here of Camp Bowie being here. We have a very strong working relationship with Fort Hood, especially the 21st Cavalry. We are their Western training ground, and so they're here several times a year bringing in pilots to train that will be leaving to go Afghanistan, wherever they're going at that point. So to me, our community is very strong support of military, all military, and so I think it's very vital important to have them here to show, and so our people can come and show their appreciation to them also.
Reunion Parade is a huge event. It actually doesn't kick everything off, but it is one of those events on Saturday morning that is huge. There will be thousands of people downtown for this. There will be over 100 entries inside the parade. But between this one and the Christmas parade, which we also happen to do here at Southside, it is very close to being either the largest or right at the largest. And so there's just a level of energy that I just can't begin to tell you. It's just infectious when you see it, when you have it. And so, finding parking, we encourage people to get there early, find a spot early. That's one of the kind of the fun things. If you look at the parade and the whole reunion, is that every year you come back, you see something different. You see something that kind of catches your eye. And it may have been something that has been going on before. But you know, with the reunion parade, there are some unique components to it. But once again, we're still inviting people to be a part of the parade. You can go to celebratebrownwood.com and you can find entries. One of the cool things you can do this year, you can also pay for your entry. It's $10 per entry in the parade. The Brownwood Reunion for me is a time for our community to come together and throw an enormously large party for our community and anybody who'd like to come here and be a part of it. You have all those different components that just kind of all mesh together. It's like a potluck. And I don't know if you like potlucks or not, but for me, I could just dwell at a potluck for days. And so when you think of all of this eclectic stuff going on, and you can get bits and tastes of it here and there, and if you just want to dwell on the enchilada casserole, then you can do that. Does that make sense? So that's kind of, for me, the reunion, I guess, to sum it all up, it's kind of like a potluck. It's a great time together with people of stuff that you enjoy.
In the beginning, when Brownwood Reunion originally started, it was not meant to be an annual festival. It was meant to be a one-time event. And everyone enjoyed it so much that it's become an annual, ongoing occurrence. And people look forward to it and always try to plan and make time to come to a reunion because they know there's going to be something they'll miss if they don't show up. Our population usually doubles for the weekend of Brownwood Reunion, so we probably bring in close to 20,000 people for the weekend. We have entertainment, we have concerts. There are several stages set up through the downtown area where we have local groups, we have cheer teams, we have gymnastics. Any local talent we like to showcase on those stages, as well as Friday and Saturday night we have big bands. We have Eddie Money that'll be here Friday night, and then Saturday night Easton Corbin will be playing. And then of course on Sunday during the day we have a large Christian concert, and Group 1 crew will be here on Sunday. So there are also a lot of activities for the kids to do. There's a kids zone where they can come in a safe environment. They can play in corn tubs and get their faces painted. There's a petting zoo. There will be a car show, lots of activities for adults as well. This year I think we have giant hamster balls that you can hop in and roll around in. So there's always something interesting and new. There's a reptile show this year. A lot of competitions. There's a 5K. We have a cake-off where if you can bake and want to show off what you can decorate, then that's a good competition to enter, as well as a photo contest and a barbecue cook-off. Every year it changes. There are always new things that we add. Sometimes there are things that don't come back. Whatever works and what people show interest in. The Chamber of Commerce is responsible for filling the information booth with folks that can help out anyone who has any questions. The maps for the reunion are actually at the information booth, which is located in the intersection of Adams Street and Carnegie. Our booth is set up there. We have signs on it. We're also the spot where if you lose anything, people bring the lost and found to the information booth. If you're separated from your family, you can come to the information booth and meet up there. Or if a child gets separated from a parent, that's where they always bring them, and that's where the parent can always locate them. If anyone needs a Band-Aid or gets an ant bite, come and see us, we'll fix you up. But the information booth is where you can find everything you need to really enjoy your time at Brownwood Reunion. Next year is always in the works. And next year will be bigger and better than this year.